Harsha Sharma and you're watching Sci-Tech, a show where we unravel the science behind everything. Most of us love to sleep. A deep sleep is what refreshes us for the next day. But is sleep necessary? And what happens to our body if we stay awake for long? To get the answer to these questions, watch this small video.
An old saying says, when you sleep, you lose. But if scientists are to be believed, sleep does some pretty wonderful things for our body and mind. Well, we spend roughly 1/3 of our life sleeping. So wouldn't it be good to know why we sleep and what happens during sleep so that we can take a guilt-free nap? Let's first understand what happens during the sleep. When we sleep two sleep cycles, non-rapid eye movement or non-REM and rapid eye movement or REM repeat themselves one after the other. Non-REM also has 4 stages. In the first stage, we slowly shift from wakefulness to sleep. In the second stage, we move from light sleep to deep sleep. In the third and fourth stage, we actually get deep sleep. We glide into REM sleep, which occurs almost 90 minutes after sleeping. This is the cycle where all dreaming takes place. In this cycle, our eyes move rapidly from side to side behind closed eyelids, and frequency of brainwave activity becomes closer to the one when we are awake. Our breathing becomes faster and irregular, and our heart rate and blood pressure are similar to when we are awake. While relaxation is one of the reasons we sleep, during sleep our short-term memories convert into long-term memories. Another important function of sleep is repairing the DNA damage of brain cells or neurons. This was found in research conducted by researchers at Bar-Ilan University in Israel, which was published in the journal Nature Communications. By imaging the brain of zebrafish, they found that during sleep, the brain cells repair their DNA, due to which neurons are able to live for long. And long-living neurons means better memory. Apart from DNA repair of brain cells, a lot of other hormone levels increase and decrease during sleep, which helps in keeping us healthy. Like growth hormone, which is essential for growth and tissue repair. However, if we don't sleep well, hormones like prolactin lose their balance, which may lead to a weakened immune system. But what happens to our sensory output when we don't sleep for long? Well, one such experiment was conducted in 1960s by 2 kids when they decided to explore the effect of sleep deprivation. By the time experiment ended, Randy Gardner, a teenager involved in the experiment, had stayed up for 264 hours, or about 11 days. On the second day, devoid of sleep, his eyes stopped focusing. By third day, he was uncoordinated, and by 11th day, he had trouble with short-term memory and was unable to concentrate and started hallucinating. Well, if you ask doctors, they will say Gardner was lucky because there are a lot of people who have died while staying awake for more than 3 days. Apart from that, staying awake for long hours can cause damage to the heart and increases the risk of stroke. So it's better that you stop binging on those web series and do take your 7 to 8 hours of good night sleep. Did I forget to mention that research says that sleep is good for skin, as skin makes collagen during sleep, which means less wrinkles.
First Chandrayaan and then Mangalyaan, but now Shukrayaan 1. Indian Space Research Organization has proposed a mission to the planet Venus. Do watch this report to know about it.
Venus, the second planet from the Sun and the hottest in our solar system, is going to be an upcoming destination for ISRO. Shukrayaan 1 is a proposed mission to the fiery planet Venus, which is also known as Shukr. Based on the success of Chandrayaan and the Mangalyaan, ISRO has been studying the feasibility of future interplanetary missions, which includes Venus. The closest planetary neighbor to Earth, Venus has a very dense atmosphere, and the surface temperature of Venus goes up to 470 degrees Celsius, making it the hottest planet of the solar system. The pressure on Venus's surface is 90 times more than the surface of the Earth. No human or spacecraft can survive in these conditions. This makes Venus inhabitable. But recent discoveries suggest that life can still exist on the fiery planet. Around 50 km above the surface, Venus's temperature and pressure is similar to the surface of the Earth. Scientists observed signs of microbial life in that region. With the new signs of life on Venus, ISRO proposed a mission to Venus, which will orbit the planet and focus on the chemistry of its atmosphere. The mission will study the surface, atmospheric chemistry, and the interaction of Venus's atmosphere with solar radiation and solar winds. The spacecraft will be launched by ISRO's most advanced rocket, GSLV Mark III. Shukrayaan 1 will be able to carry 100 kg and around 16 Indian, and 7 international payloads have been shortlisted to orbit Venus till now. ISRO is preparing to launch the mission by 2023, and only time will tell what mysteries it will unravel.
Time to wrap up this episode of Sci-Tech. You can share your feedback and suggestions to us on the email ID flashing on your screens. And for more such videos, download India Science app or visit our website www.indiascience.in. And do not forget to follow us on social media. Before we end, here is a fact of the day for you.
Venus is the second closest planet to the Sun. The closest planet is Mercury. But still, Venus is the hottest planet. That's because Venus's atmosphere is very dense and it traps the heat, which makes it hot.